7 times Giannis Antetokounmpo showed his class in 2021. Giannis Antetokounmpo has recently been one of the greatest basketball players that the game has ever seen. He just won an NBA championship and has been hauling an accolade after accolade. But what is Giannis like outside of the sport? In today's video, we are going to go over 7 times that Giannis showed how classy of a person he is just in the year 2021. Let's get right into it. Giannis Antetokounmpo had mentioned the topic of depression and mental health during an interview. Instead of pushing away the topic and focusing strictly on basketball, he chose to open up about his own feelings and struggles so that the rest of the world knows that they aren't alone on these type of things. He said that he tries to talk to a psychiatrist each and every day and admitted that his lack of free throw shooting was becoming a serious mental issue for him. Giannis joins the growing list of athletes, not just in the NBA, to open up about their own struggles with depression, anxiety, and other serious health issues. Giannis once again proved his class by opening up, and I'm sure he will continue to do so in the future if it means spreading awareness on the issues that aren't talked about enough. Next, Giannis proclaimed that he doesn't want to be called the best basketball player ever, or anything like that. Despite all of his success in the league and his phenomenal background, Giannis wants to just keep on playing the game and remains as humble as ever. Somebody called him the best player in the league during an interview, and he responded by saying, "I am Giannis." He continued by saying that calling him a champion and the MVP of the league could end up holding him back from what his goals in the future are. He doesn't want anything standing in his way and will do whatever it takes to keep pushing forward and bettering himself. He didn't want to wrap up this question without a very nice mention of some other big-name players in the league right now. He name-dropped LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, and Luka Doncic as players who he thinks are better than him and should be crowned the best player in the world right now. It doesn't get any humbler than that. Giannis also briefly dropped one of the best knowledgeable quotes of all time after he won the championship. Somebody asked him what he feels after having a massive performance and how athletes like himself handle their emotions once they have a dominant performance like he has on the regular. Giannis said this, "When you focus on the past, that's your ego. I did this. We were able to beat this team 4-0. I did this in the past. I won that in the past. And when I focus on the future, it's my pride. I try to focus in the moment, in the present, and that's humility. That's being humble." It isn't very often that an NBA champion and MVP in the league drops some wisdom like that out of nowhere, but he brings up a very valid point. Giannis also said that every time he starts to think about a fantastic game that he just had, he usually goes out and sucks the next couple of games to counteract that. He is clearly trying to just go out on the court, have some fun, and enjoy the moments around him. He shows a lot of class by not gloating about the stats or doing everything in his power to stat pad instead of helping his team win ball games. Giannis showed the world his class just a couple of months ago once more. He caught wind of the devastating wildfires that were ongoing in Greece, his homeland. Giannis then offered hotel accommodations for any people that were to lose their houses or apartments due to the wildfires. According to one report, Giannis offered at least 87 hotel rooms for 2 to 3 nights to anybody in need of them. Roughly 150 homes have been destroyed by the massive fires at the time of his historic gesture. It was truly an incredible act for Giannis to do, and one that he certainly wasn't forced into by any means. He loves his birthplace and the people that live there and wanted to help keep everybody safe as best as he could. I don't know about you guys, but this one instance alone makes me understand the type of class he has as a person. There aren't many people out there like Antetokounmpo anymore. Here we have a joke gone wrong. Giannis made a joke at James Harden's expense during the All-Star draft a year or two ago. He said that he wanted to draft somebody who would actually pass the ball and chose Kemba Walker over Harden. Harden later said, "I average more assists than him, so I don't see what the joke is. I wish I would just be 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like, that takes no skill at all. I've got to actually learn how to play basketball and have skill." This boiled over for quite a long time, but Giannis looks to finally put those hatred rumors to bed, and ironically, he didn't even know they existed in the first place. Giannis admitted that he didn't see the quote until over a year later. It doesn't even believe that the statement was directed towards him. He said that Harden never mentions him by name, and that he was simply stating what it could be like if he was 7 feet tall. Antetokounmpo went on to say that the beef was just made up by the media, and that he still believes Harden is a stellar basketball player who makes him try incredibly hard when they share the court together. He ended up his response by saying, "James is a Hall of Famer, and that he has absolutely nothing against the guy. We all know Giannis is one of the nicest guys in the league, and that he was simply making a joke during the draft, but come on." He literally ignored an entire shot that was very clearly directed right at him, and even praised Harden for making him a better competitor on the basketball court. It really doesn't get any classier than that. I can rattle off about 10 players right now that wouldn't have been so nice after hearing a statement like that. Giannis's happiness and love for the people around him go so deep, and it's apparent by the way he talks and acts no matter where he is. A couple of weeks ago, an interviewer was having a conversation about his late father, Charles, who sadly passed away back in 2017 following a heart attack. Giannis didn't even hesitate when he said he would give everything in his life in order to get more time with his father. He continued by saying he would hand his championships back, his MVP award, his NBA success, all to get his father back into his life. Giannis even said he would go back to selling CDs if it meant he could make this a reality. People around the world were touched by a statement like this, and I know a lot of people out there feel this same type of way for their own loved ones. Giannis just keeps on proving how classy and likable he is to the entire world. This last class act by Giannis Antetokounmpo came just over a week or two ago. There had been a solid division when it comes to the COVID-19 vaccination in this world, and that is normally a lot of players in the league happen to have different opinions when it comes to that as well. However, when Giannis was approached by interviewers about his vaccination status, he was very open with him. He said, "I did what's best for me and my family to stay protected. I'm vaccinated. It was the best decision for me to be safe. I have kids. I know right now that it's going to keep my family safe." Giannis also talked about how he believes others should get it as well in order to keep them and their loved ones safe. While it is a personal decision at the end of the day, you have to admire Giannis's passion to keep everyone safe and protected from what ended up being a deadly virus. But with that, we wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, remember to hit that bell icon so that you are always notified when we upload. We have a lot of great stuff coming your way in the future that you don't want to miss out on. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.